안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to the Culture Wave. I'm Kwon-soa in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects with K-entertainment, K-people, K-trends, K-everything. And for today's show, we will do all of that with our co-host, Walter Lee. Hello, Walter.
Hello, Soa. Hello, everyone. It's Walter Lee back once again to co-host the lovely Soa. I will be here for all of the show, but make sure you keep an eye out for my K-Enter news coming up very soon.
We will do that, and we're also joined by Arirang news reporter Jeans Hanni. Jeans, welcome aboard.
Hi, Soa. Hi, Walter.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jeans Hanni, a news features reporter at Arirang News. I'm thrilled to be here where I'll be sharing stories from Korea and around the world. And as someone who is half Korean, half Egyptian, I believe my unique background will allow me to bring a fresh and diverse perspective to my coverage. I look forward to exploring these stories together.
We are very excited about our new journey with you, Jeans. And let's start with our first story with you. You were at a heritage festival over the weekend, I heard, at the Joseon Royal Tomb site, which is designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So how was that experience?
So it was so much fun, and especially during this beautiful fall season, there were a lot of outdoor activities, so it made me feel like I was surrounded by nature. But most importantly, the Joseon Royal Tombs, they hold great historical significance. So I felt like I was experiencing these two amazing things at once. Why don't we take a look?
In South Korea, the royal tombs of the Joseon dynasty are a rare example of tombs from an entire dynasty that have largely remained intact in their original state. These tombs belong to the kings and queens of the Joseon dynasty and the emperors of the Korean Empire dating back over 600 years. Designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Joseon Royal Tombs consist of 40 tombs scattered across 18 locations. This year's Korea Heritage Joseon Royal Tombs Festival once again brings history to life in these scenic surroundings.
Step into a fascinating time travel experience where nature, history, and art converge at the Joseon Royal Tombs. If you're looking to explore the rich heritage in a truly unique way, this is the place to be.
Connect with nature through diverse programs, including the creation of traditional cosmetics, crafted from natural ingredients used during the Joseon era. For those seeking excitement, concerts challenge the boundaries of contemporary dance, featuring unique musical interpretations inspired by traditional Korean music.
It's autumn and the weather is nice. So I was looking for a place to go and I got to see the performance, and it's really great. The background is beautiful, making it a lovely experience.
The festival continues into the night, where the stories of the Joseon Royal Tombs come alive under a mystical sky.
Our Garden of Gods is an integrated performance that combines advanced technology and light with traditional dance and music. It guides the audience on a journey through Joseon's royal funeral rituals, from summoning spirits to building the tombs to the final resting place in the shrine.
Watching such a fun performance makes me happy. I'm having a great time here, taking pictures and enjoying it.
While the grandeur of the performance may be overwhelming for some young children, the festival includes a nighttime exhibition filled with media art. Thousands of holographic butterflies represent the hope that King Gojong envisioned for the Korean Empire, alongside beautiful lotus sculptures made from traditional Korean paper.
It's obvious that a lot of work went into making this event so grand. I really enjoyed it, but my child got a bit scared, so we had to leave early. Everything was nicely arranged in this garden, making it a perfect place for families with kids.
The 10-day festival runs until October 20th, offering a variety of activities and programs at 5 Joseon Royal Tomb sites in Gyeonggi-do Province.
It really seems like a wonderful event, and also with programs and activities for a wide range of age groups as well. Maybe not for that little child that got scared at the end.
It was really scary.
But the Joseon Royal Tombs in here are definitely a must visit for people who are interested in Korean history. So can you tell us a little bit more about the features and the significance of the tombs?
Yeah, so they were designated as UNESCO World Heritage Sites in June 2009 in recognition of their historical significance. In addition to their excellent preservation, the royal tombs were carefully chosen based on Korean concept of pungsu, similar to the widely known concept of feng shui. These spots typically feature outstanding natural beauty, with a hill behind them facing south toward water and ideally surrounded by distant mountain ridges.
That sounds really interesting, but if we were to attend this festival, are there any programs available on focusing or teaching us more about the historical aspects?
Yes, there is. There's a guided session that takes you along the forest trail of the Joseon royal tombs. And you can sign up in advance for final weekend sessions with Korean sessions at 10 a.m. and English sessions at 3 p.m. I actually met a group of foreigners who participated in the English tour. Let's hear about their experience.
So first we actually started with listening to the stories of different trees and the purpose why they have been planted here, how well it's been organized even in the olden days. It was fascinating for me because every plantation had a meaning.
So the most interesting thing for me was seeing how spirituality and a lot of Korean old stories came through. For example, with the spirit mound, it was interesting to see how Koreans would believe that the spirits would come down to then meet the king.
So, Inni, that makes me curious. What roughly was the proportion of foreign visitors at the event?
Perhaps maybe because the event was just new, I did see more Korean visitors than foreign tourists, and they were mostly families. And aside from the lovely group that I met, I did see some foreign tourists and individuals looking around the place on their own.
Well, maybe we will see that number grow in the near future because we can still buy tickets and also visit the event still until October 20th, as you mentioned. So
yes.
How can we do that?
So some events are free with registration, while you do need to pay for some other events. But you can get all the details on the Korea Heritage Joseon Royal Tombs Festival website.
So we should definitely check that out, right, Walter?
I'm definitely going to check that out straight away.
All right. Thank you very much for that report, Inni. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you so much, Inni.
Time now for some key interaction with Walter Lee. Now, Walter, we start off at the National Assembly for a change, and that's because we have an issue related to new jeans.
Yes, it is a change, isn't it? So, Hanni, a member of the K-pop girl group New Jeans, attended a parliamentary hearing at the National Assembly Tuesday local time. So, though, you know, Hanni, she's so used to the spotlight, this was under different reasons, and there is no New Jeans performances, unfortunately, at the National Assembly Hall.
Of course not. So let's get into why she was there at the parliament.
I mean, it's quite interesting. The hearing focused on the issues of bullying as well as workplace harassment within the K-pop idol industry. Hanni expressed that she herself has been a victim to workplace harassment and bullying in incidences such as there was one time where a manager of the girl group Idol It was telling the other members of the group to ignore Hanni. There's also a shared experience with the senior executives as well that did not even once greet her during her debut. So Hanni is actually Vietnamese Australian, and while she's been in Korea, she has learned that in Korea, especially within the company setting, you are very respectful for your higher ups. It's just the way the culture is. But at the same time, she doesn't feel like she has been respected in the same way.
So I hear the current CEO of New Jeans agency Adore, the sub-label that's part of HYBE, Kim Joo-young, she was a witness during the hearing.
Yes.
And for those who are unaware, Kim was the one who replaced the former CEO of Adore, Min Hee-jin, right?
That's correct. So Kim, the current CEO of New Jeans agency Adore, and also the Chief Human Resources Officer at HYBE, appeared as a witness. Now, Kim reflected that there might have been some areas that she could have done better herself, but she did say that she thinks that she did all she could in this situation. But when Hanni reported to the workplace about the workplace bullying to Kim, her supposed response was, "There's nothing basically I can do about the matter." So this actually is different to what Kim Joo-young did say at the start. However, Hanni responded saying that she does not believe the company did its best for New Jeans. And yes, so it's a very unfortunate situation.
And it seems that New Jeans is unhappy under their new CEO, and they did actually express this openly previously, right?
Yes, so during a YouTube live stream on September 11th, the 5 members of the group demanded that vibe, reinstate Min Hee-jin as the CEO of Adore. It was also during this live stream that Hanni did talk about the incident with the eyelid manager. Let's take a listen to what Hanni had to say as well.
I became convinced that the company dislikes us. If there was mutual respect at the very least, there wouldn't be issues like workplace harassment and bullying. The company has no will to fight or take any action, so I don't think they can say they did their best.
It really seems that this is quite the situation between the company and the employees. And New Jeans, being one of the biggest idol groups these days, there will be many eyes focused on how the company will resolve this problem.
Yes, it seems like it's a big problem to fix at the moment.
All right, so we're going to stay now on the topic of girl groups.
Yes.
But this is happy news for fans of ITZY because ITZY is back.
They are back. This is one of my favorite girl groups. Is that okay for me to say as a 30-something-year-old man that...
Of course, they have a lot of uncle fans.
Uncle fans. I am an uncle fan, I have to admit. But on Tuesday, ITZY held a press conference at the Grand Conrad Seoul Hotel in Yeongdong-pogu District to celebrate the release of their new mini album, Gold. Now, this comes 9 months after their previous mini album, Born to Be, and this is their 9th mini album in total. This is actually the first album released after member Leah, who took a 10-month hiatus due to her health issues, returned to her usual activities within the band.
So it looks like that she is healthy again.
Yes.
So that's good news.
Very good news.
And so you said that this album is called Gold. I guess it's really golden news for all the fans. So what can we expect from this mini album?
Okay, so their album's theme is what they quote as "Our world is still different." Now, this is capturing ITZY's own brilliantly shining world in their music industry. So for the first time since their debut, ITZY have presented a double title track, one being Gold and the other one being Imaginary Friend. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, ITZY did debut in 2019 under JYP Entertainment, and the group consists of Yeji, Leah, my favorite, Ryujin, and Taeryong and Yuna, which should be my favorite because that's the name of my daughter.
Your daughter, right?
Yes. The group have been popular with such hits as Wannabe, Not Shy, and Born to Be as well.
So we'll be rooting for a successful return.
Yes.
And Walter, you're going to return in a bit.
Yes, I won't go away.
Thank you for the K-Enter News.
No worries.
And now it is time to check other culture-related news with our AI anchor, Ari.
Hello and welcome to the Culture Wave AI News. My name is Ari, your AI guide to the latest in cultural news and information, with a special focus on all things Korea. Let's jump into our first story of the day. Sweden's public television broadcaster SVT has released an interview with this year's Nobel laureate in literature Hangang, where the novelist said she would like to remain out of the spotlight to think about the meaning of the award. Hangang added that she likes to live quietly and peacefully, and focus on her writing. When asked whether she had celebrated, she said she celebrated with her son and chamomile tea. With the autumn season in full swing, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism announced a new campaign to boost domestic travel in South Korea. The Fall in Korea campaign provides a 30% discount on some 70 regional travel packages, where tourists can enjoy local festivals and immerse themselves in history and culture. Ballerina Kim Ju-won has been appointed as the artistic director of the annual Ballet Festival Korea. Kim, who won the Best Female Dance Award at the prestigious Benoit de la Dance Ballet competition in 2005, will serve as the festival's representative and artistic director until October 2027. And that's all from me. I'll be back with more at the same time tomorrow. See you then.
It's now time for Trend Vibes, where we dive into the hottest trends in Korean culture. Now today, we have reporter Yoon Se-young with us. Great to see you again, Se-young.
Hello guys, hi, I'm excited to be here again. And today we're going to explore the latest trends in the Korean culture scene. So are you guys all ready to dive into today's topics?
Of course, absolutely. Okay, so what is our first news today?
We're going to start with the bands. So are you familiar with band music, or perhaps do you guys have any favorite bands?
You mean Korean bands, right?
Korean bands, yes.
For me, I do have a favorite.
Oh.
It's We Are the Night. I almost said We Are the Band, but my favorite band is We Are the Night, a Korean kind of indie band.
Oh, I see. How about you, Roto?
I really like, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Kulture? They have a song out.
Oh, maybe you're talking about QWER.
Ah, right. Yeah. QWER. Yeah,
okay,
I like them.
Great. Well, it's true that groups like Buzz or FT Island or CN Blue once were widely popular.
I know all those names.
Yes, right. But many associate K-pop with polished choreography or perfectly organized idol performances. And band music may sound like a thing of the past to some, but guess what? It's coming back in a big way. And at the forefront of this revival is a personal favorite of mine, Day 6. Day 6, you guys know Day 6, right?
Yes,
And recent data from Melon, Korea's largest music stream platform, shows that their songs have been streamed 340 million times this year alone.
Wow, we did talk about this before in K-Enter News, but that is really impressive. So which songs are leading the charts?
Well, the two hits, 예뻤어, You Were Beautiful, and 한 페이지가 될 수 있게, Time of Our Life, they are actually making a remarkable comebacks on the charts. They both have experienced the chart reversal, meaning that they're coming back to the charts long after their release. And also this year, the band also dropped 2 albums, Forever and Band-Aid. And guess what? Both of which have surpassed 1 million streams already.
That is incredible. We just saw and also heard the song 예뻤어, which is one of my favorites. But Se-young, are there any other bands that are grabbing the public's attention?
Sure. CN Blue that we mentioned before, they actually came back with their 10th mini album after a 3-year hiatus, and this year also marks their 15th anniversary. And what's meaningful about this album is all of the 6 tracks are self-written by the members, and especially the title track, 그리운 건 그대일까, 그때일까, Sleepless Night.
So poetic.
Yes, it is both composed and written by their leader Jung Young-hwa. So we can say this album is truly personal and reflects the genuine emotion and thoughts of the members.
But it's not just about guy bands, is it? The girl bands are also making momentum these days.
One that you mentioned before.
Yes, the one I mentioned before.
You are trying to make me mention QWER, right?
I am indeed.
They made their debut almost exactly a year ago, 2023. So they are part of this 5th generation idol, if you remember what we talked about last week. And talking about their music, their debut song, 고민 중독, Addicted to Worry, started at 215th at the Melon Music chart, but within just 25 days, they topped 4th place on same music streaming chart. And if you are feeling low or out of energy or just feel a bit depressed, you should definitely check this song. It will immediately boost your mood. And in addition, QWER recently clinched 1st place in a public broadcast music show with their follow-up track, My Name is Sunshine. Lovely name,
I like all the tracks that you're bringing up today here. But Se-young, I noticed that band music is also making its appearance in K-dramas these days.
Yes, Toan and we both really enjoyed this drama, 선제 업고 튀어, or Lovely Runner, from early this year. The drama itself gained popularity worldwide, but it also features the male character who used to be the swimmer but turned vocalist of the band. And I love the soundtracks of this drama, the band music, and it also really gained traction on the Melon charts as well.
Right. It almost seemed as if the band is a real band.
Right.
K side of the K-drama. But what is driving this resurgence of band music? That's the big question here.
Well, these days K-pop is shifting towards easier listening, meaning music that is not too complicated and gentle relatively. But band music, different from this so-called easy listening music, they afford this refreshing blend of analog sound to the listeners, and that's appealing to the listeners. And before, in the past, the band music was quite too intense for the mainstream. But these days, with the bands like Day6, the perception has been changed, so it's more approachable to the listeners.
I do believe so. That is quite fascinating, right? And it is amazing to see how band music is evolving in the K-pop world. And yeah, I think we should all try to dive into these new tracks today, right?
Band music,
I'm
go!
Definitely going to be listening to QWER after this. But what's the next keyword, Taeyong?
Next keyword is idols are making new idols. So established idols are now producing and debuting the next generation of idols.
What does that exactly mean?
I'm going to give you some example. Kim Jae-jung, the former member of the legendary boy band TVXQ and JYJ, guess what? That on this very day, Wednesday, October 16th, that he's launching a 7-member girl group called Say My Name. And Jae-jung was deeply involved in every step of the debut process, from training the members to overseeing the entire production. That's amazing, right? And we also have Jay Park, the former member of 2PM, and he also said he's about to debut several different idol groups, both female and males, and people are also paying attention to this because, you know, he's famous for his track record. He's a founder of the legendary hip-hop label AOMG, right?
Yeah, he is, and obviously he's extremely popular around the world. But are there any other examples?
Sure. Let's talk about Boy Next Door, my Italian teenage niece's favorite. And this 6-member boy group was created by Zico, formerly of Block B, and they debuted in May 2023. And Zico had been planning and developing the group ever since founding his own agency back in 2019, meaning it took 4 years to bring this project to life. And their success has been undeniable, with their debut album consistently climbing the US Billboard charts. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is. So why are idols stepping into the role of producers?
You know, idols usually make their debut late in their teens or early 20s, and reach the peak during that time. So afterwards, they have to find a new career path afterward. Some go solo, or some become actors, actresses, or they just end up diving into the songwriting or producing. Now a new option has emerged. That is creating idols. Well, and experts say they can just stay in the music industry and share their expertise, and also mentor young talents with their experiences, and that is amazing.
Yes, but like not every idol turned producer is bound to succeed, right?
Exactly. Although even if they excelled as performers, it doesn't necessarily mean that they will success as producers as well. It's just like in the sports, being good at something doesn't necessarily mean you can teach it well. And experts note that even for former idol group members, it's essential to adapt to changing trends to keep up with the times.
Still, I think it's really exciting to think that idol-turned-producers could bring something special to the training and debut process, because they all know it, right?
Sure.
All right. Thank you very much, Seong. That's all the time we have. We look forward to our next week's items, our key items of K-Culture. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And of course, thank you to you, Walter.
Thank you very much. We'll see you very soon.
Yes. And thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave, and hope you join us again on Thursday, 2 p.m. Korea time, and maybe one day here in Korea.